Hello, 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 hello. How's it going today, y'all? How we doing out here? Before we start, I should have had that going before I started, but hey, the world is going out their damn eye. People are protesting. Poli- I don't know if the National Guard or what is going on, but it's we gonna see what's happening. We got a couple of updates of the LA. It's a lot of shit happening today, people. It's been going on for about the week. We got, let's see what's all been happening. We got Donald Trump and Elon Musk going back and forth at each other on social media. Um, we got um, the LA protests. These are all takes. We got the Diddy trial. And that's another taker. You know what I'm saying? But is it a boost behind what's in the take? And then the boost that is a boost is this OKC and Indiana games, the NBA Finals games 1 and 2. They tied 1-1. So I guess I'll get into that first. You know what I'm saying? They tied 1-1. I've been lightweight paying attention to it because, you know, it's on when I get to the establishment, and once I get there, it's already playing. So I just come on and see it. In every game since game one and game two, Indiana has been getting their ass whooped. Has been getting their ass whooped the whole time. At the end of game one in the fourth quarter, they got their game together and yeah, pulled a miraculous comeback. But with that last second, but other than that, it's been OKC, OKC. Just like in game two, OKC came out there and got and put belt to ass the whole game, kept the lead up by damn near 20. So what 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 is Indiana gonna do at home? Because it's really damn near it's like a 20-point difference, and they only held the lead for I don't know if they had the lead in the first quarter. Did they? Can people let me know? Who knows? Who had anything going on? Cause I don't know. Cause I haven't been catching the beginning of the games. Welcome, Lady Lex, and welcome, Tycoon. I was just talking
Um,
about what's going on game one and game two of the Indiana and OKC games. How OKC has, even though the series is 1-1, it should be 2-0 OKC because the OKC been putting, as they call it, BTA to them because but they just had a bad moment where Indiana's been doing what they've been doing on every team, just holding it in, gutting it out, and then just pulling the victory out at the end. At game one, they won the game and only had the lead after they made that shot point 0.3 seconds. That's all you need to do to win the game is have the lead for a little bit of time. And all they had the lead was for the most important time, the end of the game. Point 0.3 seconds. Point three. You can't even get a shot off after that. You got to get a tip in. So,
hmm,
and then last night, OKC beat the bejesus out of them, won by damn near 20. So I was
hmm.
saying about that, but before I got into that, I was telling the people that we got protest in LA. We got this Diddy trial shit going on in Manhattan. And
It
I'm I'm a,
diddy.
I'm gonna throw
It
something out there that
diddy.
hasn't been said on the Booster Take Show about this whole thing because I'm always tell people this before Tycoon came on the show. Maybe Lady Lex, you probably remember because I've been saying this for you for a while. I say, what is the distraction? What is they hope making us? You know what I'm saying? What they don't want us to see. It's something that is some kind of distraction or something that, and I think I figured out what is this distraction for the Diddy trial is that's
The D,
making the
the
people,
I, the D, the D,
you
the
know what I'm
Y,
saying,
the D,
see
the I.
about that. And then the Elon and your boy Trump, they going back and forth on the social media
I thought
against
that was
each
his
other.
homeboy.
Hey man,
Nah, he been saying some shit about him. He was saying that he should be indicted and all kind of other stuff.
How you gonna
Elon
tell
was just playing
somebody
his
else to be
position.
indicted? Nigga, you indicted and charged, convicted.
No, I'm
still
talking about
crazy.
that's what Elon said about Trump.
Oh. You knew the
Yeah.
nigga was a crook when you laid in bed when you got in bed with him.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean it's business. That don't mean that he necessarily like what he's doing. He's just playing his position.
Well, deport his ass back to South Africa.
Well, you
oh
technically you can't.
damn,
De- Deport
Well, I
damn.
think
him.
that that's part of what you was talking about as far as like you said what they don't want us to see because well I mean it's not just when people say immigrants they get rid of all immigrants so they he using whatever he using whatever tactics whatever he can to get certain things done right now so you know
It's the D, the I, the D, the D, the Y.
but you got to be in a position to even understand it because a lot of us, if we was in the same position, depending on situations, we might make some of the same moves. I don't know.
Send his white
Well,
ass back to Africa.
at 3 o'clock on June 7th, Trump was interviewed by NBC News. And in this interview, Trump says Elon Musk will face very serious consequences if he funds Democratic candidates. In an interview with the NBC News, the president also said he assumes his relationship with the tech billionaire is over after the recent falling out.
Oh my God.
Trump said
Well,
on
you can't.
Saturday, this is what he said on Saturday, there will be serious consequences if the mogul, Elon Musk, funds Democratic candidates to run against Republicans who vote for the favor of the GOP sweeping budget bill. If he does, he'll have to pay the consequence for that. That's what Trump
Uh,
told NBC on NBC News in the phone interview, but declined to share what the consequences will be.
cause he just talking shit. He mad cause his bro don't love him no more.
Mm,
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, it's a cold game. People play both sides, but it's chess. I mean, Elon
yeah.
got right up there. Elon got right there where he needed to be. He got in touch with, he's already in touch with the world leaders and stuff, but especially now, he knows the who's who, you know, and he just playing it accordingly.
And so, and then
And
it was a
and you got to
question.
remember, he's also from Canada. He has citizenship in all three countries because his mom is from Canada.
He's
So
Uh,
not
he's not just he's
so
not just
then
at
South
the time.
African.
it it also says the president also
And
said he
Canadian.
has no desire to repair his relationship with Musk
Mm.
after a feud between the two men erupted into the public view earlier this. Well, no, no, I don't want to be his friend. Trump was asked. Trump said when he's asked if he had any wish to do so, no, not at all. If he
Mm.
asked if he thought his relationship with the Tesla SpaceX CEO was over, Trump said, "I will assume so." Yeah, Trump
Mm-mm.
comments were also the most extensive since he and Musk exchanged threats and attacks on X and Truth Social earlier this week. He added that he thought the Republican Party was more unified than ever. The two men fell out in front of the world. So now we got this, but to me, I go left. And the left tells me that this is some bullshit that they doing to keep people more. I just think it's all distractions. Everything is, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I should have made a left turn to Albuquerque because they put the shit out there to keep you going, why? Why is this? Why is that? So they could just come in and slip in through the back door on you.
Mm. Running through
And
the back door. Terrible.
And then now you got what else is happening in the world? You got LA. These people protesting. Why? Because they don't want to get deported. Am I right? Is that what they protesting about?
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean it's
And did
also they protested out here too, but yeah, because what happened was they've been doing some out of pocket shit. You know, they've been running up and they didn't grab people out of courtrooms. They done ran in school graduations. They done ran up in some funerals, different
are you
shit. You know
legal?
what I mean?
Are you legal?
Huh?
Are they legal? Are they
Well,
are they
not all.
natural? Are they here because they legal? Are they here illegally and tried to get no paperwork to become a citizen of the United States?
Well, yeah, no, that's the thing is that supposedly is some people that do have their stuff in processing. So it ain't just people that's illegal. They snatching up people, period. That's
They
what the
should have been
protest is
got it.
about.
They
No,
should have
you
got
gotta
that shit.
understand, man. No, hold on. That's a process. Just like right now, motherfuckers that's even from here can't even get the real ID right now. The paperwork is a process. So there's those people are here legally. You get what I'm
Are
saying?
they?
They just come on, man. You just
come
ask.
on, you can't be snatching up everybody. Everybody's not illegal, but
Yeah, a bunch of
he's been
yeah. It's a
fucking
couple
with
people
them.
that got deported that
We're
were actually
legal.
citizens.
What
Exactly.
did they get to come? They should be able to come back. That was a
But
mistake.
they not. But that's the whole thing. You asking question. They not. It was one lady I was watching on the news. It was one lady, and they thought that she wasn't from here, but she was actually married to a member of the army. And
Oh,
this is and so no way. So this is what happened. Her man is on deployment in Hawaii, right? He's in the military. Her husband, he's in Hawaii. So the wife and the mom, they fly from out here to Hawaii to go to where he's stationed. They got stopped at the airport. And for whatever reason, they trying to play, and she told them and explained everything. They thought she was lying at first. She ended up getting out, but the first thing they did was they arrested her. She was detained for over 24 hours at a federal prison. I mean, at the federal detention center with motherfuckers wasn't able to use the phone or nothing. And that's the thing is that some of the people, like you said, everybody ain't been able to just come back. Some people, because like her, they was telling her that she was getting deported the next day, that she was getting put on a plane the next day. Now, luckily, her husband, the mom was able to get in touch with the husband and they got it all situated, but she was out of here. So that is part of what everybody's fighting for. And technically, the ICE is federal, and there's still the state law, so the state don't necessarily approve of the shit.
a state Trump federal Trump state. You know
No,
what I'm
I hear you.
saying?
I'm just saying that's what's going
Yeah,
on
the
in the street because
federal law is stronger than state law. You know.
it is, but it ain't, because that's why him and Newsom and them wasn't getting along because of the whole sanctuary city stuff. Like
Yeah.
LA. is a sanctuary city. So technically, even though the riot and all that shit's going on, the mayors and shit down there have already instructed the police they're not to contact ICE. They're not even. That's the whole thing about sanctuary cities. Like in some areas, they won't even arrest the immigrants because then they have to notify ICE. And so, like you said, as you know, the Fed and the state, they bumping heads because they not in agreement with each other.
Mm, okay. Well, it seems to be a new person that has joined the Booster Take Show, and if I'm right, this name is saying Mister.
Who the hell? What the helly? What the heliante?
Mr. Hilariosiosis,
Hideous.
Mr.
Mr. Hideous,
Hideous.
hideous with a
Uh,
capital H.
That's crazy.
Hideos. Okay,
He
Mr.
kind of
Hideos.
he sounds familiar. He kind of sounds like formerly known, but I can't see. I just see eyes. He looks like a YN, but he's not anywhere close to a YN.
He said, "Why is
Who the fuck is formerly known?
He looks like an old N.
Ha ha hell. Who the fuck is formerly known?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I know
don't.
you don't know.
We don't know who
Anyway,
Mister.
what's happening?
We don't know who Mister Hideous is.
Yeah, well,
Now you do.
You got a new persona.
I ain't nothing new about me. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
okay. All right.
He's
Well, we
he
got
sounds like
this.
a he sounds like a stripper I used to know.
With a gun. No, I'm just playing. You ain't known no strippers, first of all, so stop lying.
He would have private shows in his garage when he lived back in Atlanta. Do you know this man?
No, you was the only one that was having private shows in your garage.
I don't have a garage.
Well, wherever you was having them. Anyways, how are you doing, Mr. Stimp?
Oh man, I'm a beautiful, wonderful person, enjoying my day, my life, and everything it is. You know what I'm saying? Just knows that my birthday is right around the corner. In less than 48 hours, I'll be 48. And you know what I'm saying? And when you turn 48, you gotta you gotta let it out. You gotta ride. You gotta be. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make it feel good. You know,
You said when you
you
turn
out here.
50?
Say what?
We trying to tell
trying to
you
put
you gonna
extra
be able
zeros
to
on
keep in the gumbo pot.
I said when you did you I'm sorry I didn't hear you. You said when you turn 50?
Well, it sound like some somebody either too close to something because it's echoing.
I hear the
It sound like
echo,
you was working on the boat.
but you're the one glitching.
Who, me?
Uh, is
No,
that right?
Mr. McFly, our host. That's why I didn't
Uh,
hear you. You said when you turn 50?
I said 48. I ain't turning 50. I'm turning 48 and 48 in less
Oh,
than 48 hours.
okay, 48.
You know, like that
So what you
Eddie Murphy movie, 48, but I'm not Reggie Hammond. See, Reggie Hammond was a glorified snitch. The people don't break that movie down thoroughly. They just give props because it was Eddie Murphy. But Eddie Murphy played the role as a confidential informant that had got rights from the police to let him out the jail to go take down somebody else.
Oh wow. I've never really seen that movie.
And it was made in Frisco in the Fillmore.
Okay. I never really seen
So
that
what
movie.
you doing for the countdown, man? Since you say you got about 48 hours or less left. What you doing for each hour?
He's smoking.
I mean, I'm doing what a glorious man's supposed to do. Have me a beverage or two, as I'm already beveraging, and enjoy that I have made it this far, and I didn't have. And plus, I'm this far in being able to walk around and inhale the air. You know what I'm saying? Not sitting in somebody's system because I crashed out. Now, I've been sending people all week crash out moments. Like the guy at Popeyes. The manager at Popeyes. Did y'all get that video?
No.
Hey, it's still an echo.
Yeah, I don't know where the echo coming from.
I'm not hearing the
I
echo.
have my echo cancellation off. And if it was off and it's echoing like this, it probably would echo even crucialer. So I have no idea what's going on.
Oh well, you're still echoing. It's someone's signal probably.
Yeah, cause it's
Yeah.
echoing still.
Wondering, shit, it can't be mine. I mean, I'm over here by the water.
Like, oh, he got water coming from his shit.
Huh?
This nigga said, I'm over by the water. He got water coming. Okay.
Nah, I'm just saying it ain't no I don't see no wires or nothing. That's what he's talking about, reception. And I mean, I was
Yeah,
using my phone just fine.
I don't know. Yours the only one that's not echoing.
Who, me?
Yep,
It's not echoing?
it's not echoing.
All right, so I'm good then if I ain't echoing.
Uppercase bullshit.
Man.
The hideous one is
I don't know. This hideous is echoing.
So,
Yeah.
like you was talking about the protests and stuff, though. I was seeing that when you was talking about crashing out. It looked like on some of the protests they started to crash out because they protested in New York too, but I guess in L.A. they started to. They was already, I guess, trying to attack officers and shit.
Well, the officer shot one of the reporters with the pellet guns earlier today.
Yeah.
And the reporter was reporting. And if I could find that one again, I forgot which website I was on because I wasn't. It must be it's my shit. What the fuck? Check this audio shit out.
How's it your shit and everybody else?
I don't know. I have no
What just
idea.
happened to them?
I don't know. I
I
have
have,
no idea.
That
okay.
just cut off. What happened?
Okay.
Damn, this shit.
Damn, this shit.
I guess so. Let's see.
I guess not. Let's see.
This
Oh,
shit. I don't know. I
This shit.
can't get this
I
shit.
don't know.
Is
I can't get this shit.
this
hello.
shit is
Hello.
echoing
This
like a
shit is
motherfucker
echoing like a
from out of
motherfucker
nowhere.
from out of nowhere.
Yeah, I try to
And I
leave,
try to
come
leave,
back,
come back,
and I'm still
and I'm still
echoing.
echoing.
Yeah, 'cause it's on
Yeah,
mine.
it's on mine.
It's something.
It's something.
This is where I need
This is
a.
where I need a.
This is where
This
engineer
is where
come in
engineer come in.
handy. Cause yeah.
Yeah.
I know shit. That's why I'm telling you, we need to do a live joint, man. When we just sit down and discuss the topics live. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Only thing is right now I only got. What'd you say?
I said, my
I
schedule
said,
is crazy, and I
schedule
don't
is
have no,
crazy,
I
and
don't be off on
I don't be
Saturdays or
off on
Sundays.
Saturdays or Sundays.
Right.
Also, the
Nah, I can
Boosie
dig it. That's
BET
we.
Awards is on right now too.
The what?
The Bet Awards.
The Bet Awards.
Oh
The EBT Awards.
man, I don't even be paying attention to that necessarily no more. I mean, to me, um,
This
I mean,
shit
don't get me
is.
wrong, because I'm in the music and stuff, but it's like, now if it's somebody performing and you want, and it's a dope song, or they're gonna give a good performance, you want to see it. I mean, that's really all I think people watch that for
Man,
nowadays, because
all
the
they
rest
do is
of
play the hottest last
The
2 years,
hottest
supposedly the
last 2
last
years,
artist of
supposedly
2 years.
the last artist of 2 years.
and that's what
You
I'm
know,
trying to say. And you already been if the quote unquote hottest artist for the last 2 years, you done already heard all them songs a million times. So there's no point to me anyway, unless you a diehard fan of that artist. It ain't no reason to watch it unless like you said, it's the newer people coming out, and you wanna see their performances, whoever because they're gonna mix it up.
yeah, we got
Yeah,
formerly
we got
known has
formerly
just
known.
stepped into the building. What's happening, formerly
What's happening,
known?
formerly known?
Hey, first of all, I
First of all,
apologize for being a little bit late. Some ass
some
motherfucker had my phone. You feel me? And then he was just like, heavily going into the podcast, like he talking about making history or something. You feel me?
Oh, hi, formerly known.
Formerly known.
Hey man, this motherfucker had a match and had my phone. I had to hit him with the taser real quick.
Man, you sound like
Man,
you
you
in a
sound like you
bubblegum
in a
factory.
bubblegum factory.
I sound like I'm in a bubblegum factory. I sound now. It's still bad.
Huh?
It's on everybody but
On
Tycoon.
everybody.
It's what?
Right now, it's a hit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Creep, you sound bad.
You sound
Nigga sound like
bad.
nigga you
sound like
speaking in
you speaking in
a computer
a
language,
computer
nigga.
language, nigga.
Yeah, I got
I
echo.
got
Echo.
echo.
And you know what I'm saying?
That
So
shit
I'm getting
crazy.
I'm getting double ups on my bars.
Double ups on my bars.
Hold up.
I get ad libs.
I get
Chip.
ad libs. Chip.
Well, and that's what when you was just talking about that, because well, I mean, we could talk about it later, but when you were saying from the engineer part, because you supposed to, it gives you the opportunity to adjust everybody's mics, or I
I
mean, to
just
clear
need.
the sound up
Yeah,
from
I just
right
think.
there.
Yeah, I also need to just hook
Yeah,
this shit up
also
to
needs
a
to
lab
hook this shit up to
to
the lab
some different
to
shit.
some different
Control
shit.
that shit too.
Control that shit too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was saying too. Yeah, I mean, it's we are doing
Yeah.
it this way
Quickly,
versus.
you know. Now,
You know, now
if it was a
if it
place,
was a place,
now if everybody wanted to be
if
willing to
everybody wanted to be
pay for
willing to pay
somewhere
for
to be at
somewhere
on a
to be
Tuesday
at
every
on
time,
a
every
Tuesday
now and then
every now and then
to do it,
to
but
do it, but
this guy can't do it.
this guy can't do it.
Shit.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Uh,
Well, I mean, like I said, I know about a few spots. We can look into it. But I also know that I got, I got the Barbary Coast. You feel me?
Uh,
So we could definitely. You heard me?
I was gone for a
I was
second.
gone
What
for a
happened?
second. What happened?
Oh, I said, well, I had told you already. I know there was some places that we could look into, but I do know for sure right now that uh, we could definitely do one at Barbary Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
But like you
yeah.
said, trying to do it on to find something to do on a Tuesday is yeah. I mean, it's a couple. Well, I was telling you about some before. It just all depends on what we want to do.
Hell yeah.
You know. And then, but that's the thing too. And then, I mean, like you said, to try to make the most out of it. I mean, because you could do pre-recorded and we could do, a live recording, depending on how much time we book for that day. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
So
supposedly four
supposedly
minutes
4 minutes
ago
ago
from the
from the
CNN
CNN
reporting,
reporting,
I'm getting live
I'm getting live
updates.
updates.
It's happened at
It's happened at
7:34
7:34
Pacific Standard
Pacific
Time,
Standard Time,
June 9th.
June 9th.
Trump has
Trump has
deployed
deployed
2,000 National
2,000
Guard
National
members
Guard
to
members to
LA
LA
as state
as
sues
state sues
administration.
administration.
What?
What?
That's crazy. But you know
California
what
has
though?
filed a
California has
lawsuit
filed a
against the
lawsuit
Trump
against the Trump
administration,
administration,
asking the judge
asking
to
the judge
call
to call
declare the call
declare
up
the
of
call up
National
of
Guard
National
troops in
Guard troops
response
in
to street
response to street
protests in the
protests
Los
in the
Angeles
Los Angeles
unconstitutional and
unconstitutional
for the
and
court
for
to
the
halt
court to
any
halt
future
any future
deployments.
deployment.
More
More
protests, law
protests, law
enforcement members
enforcement
began
members
throwing
began throwing
flashbangs and
flashbangs and
firing rubber
firing
bullets.
rubber
That's what
bullets.
one of the
That's what one of
reporters
the
got hit
reporters
with.
got hit with.
At the crowd
At
of
the crowd of
protesters
protesters
downtown
downtown
Los Angeles
Los
this
Angeles this
afternoon, telling the
afternoon,
people to
telling the
clear the
people to clear
area
the
after
area after
projectiles was
projectiles
thrown at
was
them.
thrown at them.
Additional
Additional
troops.
troops
Earlier today,
earlier
the
today, the
U.S.
U.S.
Northern
Northern
Command
Command
announced it's
announced it's
activated
activating
about
about
700
700
Marines
Marines
to help
to help
protect
protect
federal
federal
personnel
personnel
and
and
property in
property
the
in
Los
the Los
Angeles
Angeles
area.
area.
Separate, the
Separate, the
Pentagon said
Pentagon said
President Donald
President
Trump
Donald Trump
is
is
deploying another
deploying another
2,000 National
2,000
Guard
National
troops
Guard
to the
troops to
area
the area
after his
after his
initial
initial
order
order
over the weekend.
over the weekend.
But you gotta trip off of that. Like, why was I mean, well, you remember when the fires happened, and that's what some people were saying that it seemed like it was a conspiracy then, because it was like, you know, the people wasn't really getting no help, and there was already supposed to be plans of like, them trying to redo LA, and I mean, I don't know, like I see why they would be trying to file a motion because this, like you said, now you're using the military. This is why, like you said, Elon was trying to think, when they said Elon trying to separate, because to an extent, it's like, hey, you trying to do certain things. You know what I mean? Or
Uh,
between starting wars with people, and then you want to round everybody up or sip them off. That's not necessarily democracy.
uh, Tater defending
Tater
the deployment.
defending the
The
deployment.
Right.
president's border
The
czar,
president's border
Tom
czar,
Homan,
Tom
told
Homan,
CNN
told
that it was
CNN that
necessary
it
to
was
deploy the
necessary to
Marines
deploy the
to quell
Marines to
protests.
quell
He
protests.
declined to say
He
what
declined to
standard the
say what
administration
standard the
was using
administration
to
was
decide
using to
if
decide
mobilizing the
if
Marines will be
mobilizing the Marines will
necessary.
be necessary.
Right. Because then, what, like you said, so what they gonna do when they get down there with all the people?
Regulate.
Regulate.
No, but I'm saying like they gonna lock them all up, and then what? They all getting deported, or they all just getting locked up?
Probably
I
have
wouldn't be surprised if
like
there was any confrontation.
our illegals. Some white people be protesting with them too, but um, they will
They
probably
will
issue
probably
a
issue a
curfew.
curfew of Los Angeles if they want it out.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Hold on.
Hold
It's
on.
early
We
out
got
there.
we
We
got a
got
live
a
report
live
from
report from
CNN coming
CNN
in.
coming in.
Uh, let's
Let's see
what's
what's
going on.
going on.
See if we can get
See
this
we
to
can get this to
go,
go.
and
And
we'll be
we'll
back in
be
a
back
few
with
seconds
a
with
few
that.
seconds with that.
They gave Kendrick
Again,
Lamar
Kendrick
no
Lamar no
award.
award.
Are you talking
No,
about
because
the
he done got all the ones that matter.
He got an
He got
Album of
an
the
Album
Year
of the
award from
Year award from
BET.
BET. Are Latinos or Hispanics. Over one
you
third
know
of
that,
Latinos are immigrants. Los Angeles became an official sanctuary city since before Donald Trump got into office for the second time. What it means to the sanctuary city is that every city is limited to share the resources with any federal activity when it comes to immigration. Here in Los Angeles, the city has said that mostly employees will participate in any immigration activity. That's why this residents here, these protesters, are saying that the city should protect them because it's considered a sanctuary city. We've been hearing since Friday that they don't want ICE patrolling the city streets of Los Angeles, but they want them out.
Uh,
That's from
That's
CNN
from
today.
CNN today.
As a
As a
correspondent,
correspondent,
thank you
thank you
to CNN for that.
for that.
well, we gonna pray
Well,
for
we
them
don't pray
people of
for the people
LA.
of LA.
So the
So
Marines
the
are from
Marines
Camp
are from Camp
Pendleton.
Pendleton.
They finna shut that whole shit down. It ain't gonna be LA no more.
I'm trying
I'm
to
trying to
see if I
see
could
if
get
I
a
can get
live
a live
footage
footage
because I have
because I
access to
have
different
access to
things,
different things
and
and
they are not
they are
televised.
not televised.
Why is Tyler
Why is
Perry on my
Tyler Perry
TV?
on my TV?
They really outnumbered. They really ain't got no business.
Who
Who
outnumbered?
outnumbered?
That was crazy. That's why they sending. That's why he's sending for the National Guard and the Marines go out there. I mean, you gotta think of the population
Yeah, I
down that way.
understand
I
that. Yeah,
understand
the
that. Yeah, the
population always
population
gonna
always going to
outnumber. Oh
outnumber.
yeah, here we
Oh yeah,
go.
here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
standing their ground. There's about
Yeah.
50 cops. Oh, we got the protester building. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Them ain't just your regular Latins down there. They you know, they the real deal. They closer to home. They not playing. They say if it's what you want, if it's what they want, it's for them. You better quit playing.
But what about the Latinos though going out here? You know, their parents are doing
The same thing. That's what we talking about. That's what they talking about. The whole thing that they've been doing with the immigrant shit has been so twisted because people like that have been getting caught up too. You know what I mean? And they not necessarily overturning it. That's what we was talking about in the beginning when you first got on. It was like, you know, they not you know, they're not following the same laws that they claim that they protecting because in some cases the people are in the process of getting their papers and
Or
stuff like
already
that.
have them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, no, that's what he was just saying. Like, what if you was born here but your parents wasn't? Like, yeah, it's some of them people getting caught up too, or they saying, well, you got to go with them, or, you know, if you got a problem with it, you get what I'm saying?
Dude,
So it's
they really setting up these. They really setting up these little water barricades.
yeah, because it's finna go down.
When it gets dark, look at
It
this.
is. It
Look
is
how
finna
many.
go
Look
down.
at the line. Look at the line. What side you on?
Right. Ain't nobody. That's what I'm saying though. But they ain't. You know. That's what I'm saying. And
Now,
down there,
this
not just
this
talking
supposed
about.
to be a peaceful protest.
Yeah, it
Now,
started off that way.
who who got straps out there?
Everybody.
Both sides.
Yeah, the police they got at least two guns. They got rifles, shotgun, and a hand pistol.
well. Let me try to
They
put
going
this
out
this
in
way right
Dallas, Texas. They out there
now.
deep. They on the bridge in Texas.
The one thing I could say for sure is if this has nothing to do with it, you probably want to stay with it.
We can't. Shit. Let me take this.
My voice still going?
Yeah. It sounds like a connection issue though for you. Just like for us. Except for Typhoon. He's the only one that sounds normal.
Say that then.
Hello?
But see, yeah, like you said, I mean, people just, you know, you can't underestimate nobody. Like I said, they prepared, you know, and
It's nighttime in Texas, and that's an open carry state. So you know what I'm saying? They in Dallas, Texas. There's a lot of Mexican flags being flown.
I ride with La Raza. This was Mexico too.
I mean, yeah, it was theirs first. We gotta
Day
understand that
4,
too.
dozens arrested.
It was
74
theirs
county
first,
arrest.
and we want to sit up here and be making all these rules and regulations to keep them out of their some shit that was theirs first.
I mean, that's just
Hey,
like it was just like with like you said, they've done it. It's happened to different communities, different groups of people over the
the
years.
protesters from the bridge. I see about 15 police vehicles on the bridge and about 30 to 50 officers standing on the bridge. This is in Dallas, reporting live, but not from
Yeah,
Dallas, Texas. I can't let you people know where I'm at.
but see, like we said, even out there, like how you said, yeah, Texas is an open carry state, right? And you can't just take people guns. So you feel me? And in Texas too, I believe there is like a
Okay.
stand your ground law.
This has been declared an unlawful assembly. Hold on, let me see if I could go back a few seconds. Let me go back. That's why I like modern day TV. You get to jump back a few seconds and shit. Let me read this out of
They finna
Dallas,
have an old
Texas.
school standoff, man.
All right.
Cause
All right. This has been declared an unlawful assembly. A
by who?
Dallas police officer is speaking to protesters via megaphone. Police warning that arrest might be coming as anti-ICE and POTUS Trump protesters take over the streets. It's coming from David Century Dre at David F. Fox for Dallas, Texas on X. So Dallas has been considered an unlawful assembly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, they gigging. They're gigging.
Huh?
They're gigging in LA. They're doing the Mexican hat dance. One guy got a board that say "fuck ice, fuck 12." They're waving
Yeah, I mean,
the Mexican flag. Okay, I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Nobody was saying that in the '80s and in the '90s and the 2000s. Rappers was trying to have Trump change. You know what I'm saying? Until the media told you not to like Trump. Some of the shit he do is a little bit out there. But if you want to change anything, you got to take drastic measures.
To be honest, he should always been like fuck Donald Trump because when he was up there calling for the deaths of 5 little boys, that's when we should have been like Donald Trump, fuck Donald Trump. When he was hanging with Jerry Epstein, we should have been like fuck Donald Trump. But instead, we was like, oh, Trump and Miss America's happening.
That's what
And
America's
Mar-a-Lago.
about.
What was his first wife's name?
That's what America's about. Oh, they got they got the Bluebird out. The LAPD bus is out. People are getting the police are getting into their riot gear. It's a lot of shit going on. They're not. I haven't seen anything from the New York because in New York it should be almost 11 p.m. So if it should be dark out there. I'm trying to check my different
They're
things.
protesting in New York too.
Yeah, and in the city, they shut the bar down yesterday for a little while. They had shut the
Yeah.
bar, and then I know today they had it was something going. I wasn't following all of it.
But I bet every this is that's in Santa Ana. Santa Ana, that's a cold town.
But I mean, shit, what you think is gonna happen when it get dark? Shit,
Santa
man.
Ana is a cold town. The police gonna move in on them.
He said they gonna move in.
Move in. They already put. Oh, they walking towards them. They walking towards them. They moving in. Like I said, they
Where's
gonna
you
move in.
watching?
Oh, they go to commercial.
Man,
You see, that's good. That's how you know this shit is all red. They go to commercial right when the movie start getting good. I think this shit is all red. But if they gonna take over, if this is the beginning of martial law, which I thought they was gonna do during the COVID, it's about to get ugly and be real nigga.
I know. I mean, so what do you think about that?
Oh
they
no.
should have. So do you think when they have martial law, they're gonna go round up the people on Figueroa?
Say who?
When they
They
have
rounding up everybody.
when they declare martial law, you think they're gonna round up the working ladies on Figueroa?
Yeah, everybody. Martial law mean just that. That mean that everybody inside,
With the
unless you
with
got
the with the with the tanks outside and
yeah,
shit.
you gotta have. I'm just saying, cause even like, okay, y'all remember just like during COVID, you remember you had to have paperwork to say you was an essential worker.
hmm You don't think cookers are essential workers?
No, I'm being serious. You don't want to get stopped and not have a paper to show you supposed to be
Cause
that you.
you don't wanna go to the camp.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause
it's
once you
it's
get in
just like
camp,
yeah,
it's
just
over.
like back in the days with the slavery. You better have your papers to show that you was free.
Cause that's all we are. We ain't nothing but slaves. But nobody
Yeah, you
wanna
got.
really deal with that. It's an uncomfortable truth.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with martial law. Like, yeah, unless you got a certain job, you can't be outside. They declare that, then you got to be inside. If they catch you outside, that's on you.
Oh.
But that's like you said. I mean, some. But on the other side of it, like we were talking about, the people that they going after, some of them, then shit, they done came from worse places.
Right.
So you know, and that's why, like I said too, is um, like you said, places like Texas but definitely Southern California, it is a little different. It is a little different. I mean, just like out here, I mean, there was at one point in time, especially like when you look back at like the 90s and different shit, just like back then, you think of all the big riots and different stuff that happened in previous years. The police couldn't handle nothing. You dealing with somebody in their natural habitat. That's like I said, technically, you know, because I mean, regardless, like you
But
said, Mexico is right there. So I mean, South America is right there. So, and we do know throughout history at some point that people have been pushed out. So technically, you know, shit ain't no different than us. Like you said, if we all jumped up, as people of color, it's happened before. Like, who the hell you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you to tell me where to go? Or, that's all this is.
Because I tell you where to go. You're not here legally. This is my damn country.
Yeah, all
I'm the
right,
president.
boss. All right,
I'm the
boss.
president.
They don't care about none of that's why, but that's what we talking about. See, when you dealing with, people that are coming from a certain country where that don't necessarily mean nothing. And
Well, you
even
ain't
like you
got to
said,
come and see. And then,
even
like I
in
said,
all
you
of those
guys
other
are
countries,
you
in all
guys
of
are
those other countries,
attacking. Oh,
politics.
oh, look at this.
I'm just saying, even in them other countries, politics and stuff only go so far. That's where the dictatorship and different stuff come in, but
They
it's
putting
about
police cars on
who got
fire,
money. Yeah, they knew that already. Mm.
telling the police fuck them. It was
Yeah.
shooting fireworks at them. Yep, yep. It's just another banner day in America. America.
But I mean, so
He's coming down, leaning on my yard, and he's telling people about it when I ain't got no business being in my country.
but the whole thing about it is like I said, the fact that like LA or whatever, right? If it's supposed to be a sanctuary city, right? And they're talking about they already done filed
Okay.
they done filed court papers.
Okay. Shit. What's that?
What's supposed to
100
happen?
cars? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Well, we can't even see what you talking about. He's like,
Right.
Shit. It's
so
going down.
no, but
The
my
police are
question
mounting
is,
up. While the protesters are all on one street, they are being funneled in. Funneled in.
you being
But
you being distracted right now. So
excuse me.
okay, when you was asking what the bigger picture was, right? Like my question is because that's only like what you watching right now. We already know what the outcome is going to be. Of that some people might get arrested. It's going to be some people getting hurt,
Oh, a
but
nigga doing
ultimately, it's not
donuts.
going to look.
We started a
See,
sideshow. Where's at the sideshow?
so
We got
hey, so like if that's the case, right? And they've already filed papers in court. I guess the governor or the city officials, whoever, have already filed paperwork against what the president is doing. What's going to be the outcome of that? Because if they don't stop them, then that means that the federal government, basically ICE, would be taking control of LA.
hey, who knows?
Or does that mean that they? No, I'm just saying as far as like as far as some stuff was filed in court, but what does that mean? Or does that mean that right now that because like you saying, okay, it's supposedly nobody's supposedly be higher than him, but then again they saying that it's certain stuff that he can't do. So that the president necessarily is overstepping boundaries with doing. So what are they
Yeah,
going like you
he's
said?
a habitual line stepper.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, so what do you think is about to happen right now? They just gonna
So
arrest everybody
they about to do the
and
martial law and set up a curfew so that
right.
until they get everything sorted out because
First, it'll
it,
be the curfew first. It'll be the curfew first. And the people and as Tycoon said, a lot of these people that are protesting come from work. So if they feel they don't have to respect what the order of the curfew is, that's how they gonna enact the martial law. See, it's all about the cause and effect, and all this is set up for everybody could be in the house so they could make up, as I was saying, the universal pay line. So everybody will be sitting at a house, and we'll all get a check on due to what kind of work we have done already off the money that we'll be been making legally money as our job or whatever. You will get a certain amount of money to have you at. That's what the new currency is going to be. That's going to be the new way of doing the class product. Because all this shit is set up. It's all about finances. It ain't nothing but about money. Remember it. None of this is done without the money. It's all about the money. And this nigga acting like he about to run into the police. Okay, he ran.
Because that's what I'm saying. I mean,
is you gonna run? What are you doing? Who you gonna run into?
because at this point, like you're saying, it's like, yeah, okay, they can take control of the city, but then what about the other ones, like New York, or like even out here? Because San Francisco is
It's
what
all
I'm
about
saying,
the trickle down effect.
Frisco is a
It's
city
all about the trickle
also.
down effect. Because if it starts going
California is
city to
supposed to be a
city,
sanctuary state.
where if all the cities and people, the big cities, the people start going against the law, ooh, that's when it's gonna be. That's how they enact. That's how it's gonna be a nationwide.
But that's what we were saying, where we thought, some people thought it was going to happen the first time when they started announcing all the spots as sanctuary cities. And that's what I was trying to say, the difference between the state and
Look,
the federal law, because
look.
if that was the case,
They
they would
ready
have been
to
able to
press.
come in and just take the niggas before, and they
They
couldn't.
got all them zip ties. They about to zip tie the fuck out of people.
Oh yeah, no, they finna fill up some paddy wagons. That's what
No,
I'm saying.
no. They got the buses. They don't
Yeah,
have paddy wagons out. They got the
yeah,
buses.
yeah.
So it's going to be about 60, 70 people per bus.
Yeah, it's gonna be more than that. They're gonna fit however many they can fit. As I said, it ain't gonna be an empty bed tonight.
It already ain't
Niggas,
one.
niggas gonna be sleeping on the floors tonight. We're standing up trying to sleep.
A lot of people getting deported. Not just Mexicans, because I see people in hijabs out there.
Yeah,
Man,
he's crazy.
I see, you know what I'm saying? I see a little bit of everything. But the ones who see now they got somebody they done tied the Israel flag and the Mexican flag together.
Yeah.
Or is that a Gaza flag? Or Palestine?
Or is it?
I'm
or
not
is it
It's probably Palestine.
It's blue and white.
I mean,
Blue
or
and white
it could
is
be
Israel.
Salvadorian. It was Salvadorian was blue and
Oh
white too.
yeah, that's
No,
El
that's a
Salvador.
Latin.
That's
That
true.
can be. For La Raza.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, it's a couple different flags. That's what I'm trying to say when you talk.
Arriba. Prepare for drunk beef. Because I'm about to be fucked up. And I ain't gonna drink and drive. And I ain't gotta go to the club to get drunk. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got that shit that a lot of you cats be doing to get
to get
something.
something.
A lot
Yeah.
of you niggas have no game.
Dimpy
You niggas think
McFly.
you niggas think because you got a couple of dollars, which you really don't. Because most of the cats that be at the clubs trying to knock bitches live with their aunties, their cousins, they couch surfing, and then the women that's in there with the multicolored hairs and all that, they doing the same shit too. Especially the ones that's thick. The thick girls don't got shit. They trying. I need to stop. My bad. How y'all doing today?
Man, like you like really you all over the place right now.
Right.
It's all right. Damn.
So
They out there.
my thing is
when I was a young weed seller, I would want to be there because I'm gonna walk through the crowd and ask everybody, weed tree,
And get rubber bullets.
weed, cannabis, herb, and
they got no sense.
Right.
for real, it's money.
You talk about walking in the middle of a riot, trying to sell. Yeah.
You should be out there getting your coin right now.
And getting the
You the main person talking about people not crashing out. Now you
That's
sitting
not
there.
being a crash out. I'm saying get your coin. Go get your dollars real quick. You can go get
You ain't getting no
$100,
coin.
$200 real quick and go home.
Nah, it ain't worth.
Money.
It ain't worth that.
Going to be buying no trees in the middle of a riot.
Right.
Look at all these low riders and shit.
They now what they did show, they showed some people breaking into like a Nike store or a Jordan store or something down there. They did show a bunch of people running up in the store.
This one cat got an American flag crossed with a Mexican flag crossed with a Cuban flag.
Yeah.
You said cross with a Cuban flag.
Yeah.
They trying to rep. That's what I'm saying. You got to understand.
Or is that Puerto Rico?
What does the flag look like? You gotta show it to us.
What we talking about?
I can't see it.
These people is all sitting out there because, like we was talking about, we can't. You gotta zoom in.
You can't zoom in.
You see the guy? And
we can't.
We can't see it. You gotta make it bigger.
Oh shit! What happened?
Oh god!
Right.
They moved the camera. There we go. You see that? It's 2B. You see that flag? Right on top of the Fox News.
You can't zoom in.
Don't ask him to do nothing else. He been.
You see? There. Wait a minute. Hold on. Well, they moved the camera. Shit.
It looks like
The cameraman is drunk. That's what it looked like.
Right.
Oh shit.
Trump administration program to deport those here illegally. 54% approved these immigration actions. The people are agreeing with these actions. 54% of the people agree with these deportation acts.
Yeah.
So that means them people that are protesting are villains. That means they are the bad guys.
No, but it really don't though. And that's the messed up part about it is because, like you said, well, the way that he trying to run the shit is basically like, yeah, if you don't go along with what I say, you are the bad guy. So that kind of gives. That's what people are saying that shouldn't, that's an abuse of power to turn around and be like, okay, well now I should. If you don't like it, you can go too. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna get rid of all of y'all, like type shit. Like, so any and everybody, because again, and people got to think about it, it's not just Latins. Like, they said they is, all other ethnicities and stuff too that they rounding up too. I
Uh-huh.
forgot the name of the. He just named like, wasn't it like 12, 13 countries that we're not allowed to go to,
Yeah.
like all travel. Yeah, that they just imposed some new travel bans and stuff. So you
Yeah.
gotta think about that. Yeah.
I think it was like
Yeah,
I
there's
posted
certain.
it was like 28 countries or something.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I know a lot of them. Is some of them that's in some other places too, like I said, in certain parts of the Middle East and Africa, and where's people
Uh-huh.
that look like us. You know what
Any
I'm saying?
Muslim
So
country.
yeah, so you know, that's why I was trying to say, like, depending on how this plays out right now, because it's like, okay, then what you gonna do? Then you gonna turn around tomorrow and say, okay, well now we're gonna look for these people. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna look for them, or and so then they just
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, what just
using it
happened?
to just
What
round
just
up.
happened? We got people dispersing. We got people running. What didn't happen?
Yeah, somebody got hurt. That's crazy, man.
What what happened?
That's
What
crazy.
did it
And the thing
now
about it
stop?
is too, that's why I was saying I don't understand what all of this is doing, because ultimately for him, for Trump, the fact that some of this is happening
It making
on
his
his
case
watch.
look stronger. Is making his case stronger.
What case? Because he ain't gonna
The
be
case
around.
that the case is that it's a bunch of illegal people here that don't need to be here.
I know, but this is what I'm trying to say. He not gonna be in office hella long.
You don't know
So
that. He might enact he might pull supposedly the story is told that he is going to be the last ever president, the first ever whatever,
A
whatever he's
dictator?
yeah,
Hopefully not.
dictator,
Don't
the
be
czar,
stupid, people.
whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? His Royal Highness,
I die.
Whatever.
How
Don't
you?
be
That's what I'm
stupid.
trying to say. How do you think any of that is gonna work out here?
because he already has the backing of people. He got more backing than what people believe, man. That boy got people behind him. He wouldn't be doing the shit that he doing. Look how many police. I told you the police have snuck and surrounded everyone in there. They cannot go nowhere. But let's listen.
Oh, shit, what happened now?
Like,
Huh?
I don't know. He must have left.
So why is it just showing me up there? That's
When you
crazy.
look at the people down there that are missing,
Okay, now he's back.
you see they're starting to get dark. There's only one side of the street for cars to go down. Um, it's going to go down tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And the booster protection might be covering, depending on how much sauce I get in me and how I feel later. But what it is fucked up situation, and that if you out here and you don't got your shit together, I pray for you. Because the shit's about to go down. You got see these cops already on the edge. They riding a fine line on a razor blade every day. And once they get the permission to start whacking normal people, like this person that's standing there, nondescript, look like 155 pounds, holding the backpack. It's the way how the cop is holding the nightstick, like it's just ready to just go. And then you're gonna see the Batman letters pop up. Some people out here screaming. They getting a part of this history. Some going on World Star. But for those who have y'all can post it to the Booster Tech Show page on Facebook. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. That has one of the banners that are out there saying. And as we go to the panelists, I have one thing. The panelists, I think it's one Latin American on the panel. And if she is Latin, she's I'm not gonna say. So it seems like it's gonna go down in LA, downtown, wherever they at. Because I'm not familiar with the LA community. I haven't been here too many times. And I would have been going out there today if I didn't make plans to have dinner at Sherishoni. Hopefully, you people will be there. If you don't, then fuck you. Catch you on the next time, I guess, maybe. But
You said that's what
I would be out there right now. I probably would have just been pulling up, and I would have been out there live, walking through trying to interview a few people.
It's kids out there and all kind of shit, man.
Yeah. Because this is history, bro.
But that's why I'm trying.
This is going to create some next generation revolutionary.
Nah, but what I'm saying is like, as far as we talking about, again, shit. What is you finna round people up like that's? I don't see, and that's why I was trying to say. I hear what y'all saying too, but I mean, still looking at Trump's age and different things, even still, I don't think that they gonna let him hold that position for that long. Somebody else. No, I know, but what I'm saying is even at that point with somebody else getting in that position, that's why I'm trying to say some stuff, because it's some stuff that he doing that people might not necessarily all the way agree with, to where some changes are gonna be made, and that's why I'm trying to say, like, like it's checks and balances with the shit, but it's like, for example, our relationship with China, or you know what I mean, with some of the other countries, is like, okay, all of this back and forth, and then, like I said, it takes a certain amount of time to undo certain things. You feel me? So it's just like a lot of back and forth, and ultimately, like I said, I mean, we the ones that gotta end up dealing with it. But it's like you said, what's supposed to happen now? Is we supposed to go, you know, the whole country? They trying to, like you said, run it a different way, or you know, where the government oversees everything, and or is that his plan? And even if it is, it's like, okay, just like with the tax shit, it ain't even been a year yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know it takes some time for people to see it, but it's like, yeah, you finna turn the whole world upside down, you know, and the next three, it's gonna take longer than 3 years to undo some of that shit. 3 or 4 years. I'm just trying to understand how this is helping anything.
It's not because we don't care.
Especially like when like you saying, where
Did y'all hear what I said? I said nothing's going. It's not helping. It's just the same thing that happened. Just like when they was doing the Black Lives Matter protests and all that shit. Black people still getting killed by the cops.
and
So,
but the people that was really, from my understanding though, as far as who was running that organization, that was some whole other stuff anyway.
yeah, it's some underlying shit between that too. But
Yeah, it wasn't
what
nothing that
I'm just
we
saying is
benefited.
this. What I'm saying is all these protests and all this, yeah, people are uproared for a second, and right now, as you seeing it, it's mostly all Latinos. They don't have the other contingents along with them. So it's them, and then as you're gonna see, you in this country called America, and you're gonna have Americans talking about that these non-Americans are disrespecting what the American law is. And look how they act. Because there's a lot of people that believe and proud.
I hear you, but your tones don't match, brother.
It don't matter. Not mine.
It
I'm not
matters,
saying
brother.
me. I'm saying it's these people out here that's called all Americans. And they not out there with them people that's protesting right now. So after a certain time, when them all Americans get tired of seeing this shit on their TV, it's gonna be a problem. And especially if y'all got martial law being caused, because you're gonna get these all American citizens start to go after these other citizens. Because these all Americans have prone to have acts of vigilante. And I'm just saying these the other things that's gonna happen. It ain't always what you see in front of you. But at the end of this shit, these motherfuckers are fucked up. And we don't know where it's gonna take. I just pray and hope that we ain't on the verge of being under the marshal, and then everybody sitting at home collecting a check to go buy expensive ass food that the check is really gonna cover. or that, but you're not gonna be able to pull no EDD scams this time because they're gonna be on it already. You used it up during the trial period of the pandemic called COVID. So all those schemes that people worked it ain't gonna be good.
Well,
but
I
it'll
don't
be
care
another
what's going
scam.
on. I still gotta go to work.
And that's how it be. Because scammers do what scam things does.
I don't get to sit at home. I have a 24/7, 365 company that I work at.
Well, hey. Then maybe you might be considered essential.
I'm always essential.
So you'll go to work. Other people won't. And that's going to be the way it is. All under control until they build the minority report system up. But it's going to predict your thoughts and the way how your thought goes if you end up in jail. Because if you think about doing anything wrong, you're going to jail. In the name of safety. Remember, everything is done in the name of safety. And remember, I'm your safety inspector. You don't want to see me come to your job. Because if I'm at your job, you done fucked up. You see safety inspector McFly? I don't play.
So you think most cities they gonna protest come tomorrow?
How many cities protesting right now?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know some of the major ones.
And how many cities have a heavy Latino presence? Wherever there's a heavy Latino presence, them cities is gonna be protesting.
Yeah, I mean that's
so. But Nebraska, no. Green Bay, no. Iowa, no. But Texas is New York.
I mean the
maybe
Midwest,
Florida.
the Midwest, the South.
No. Some farmland, certain farm areas, but in Middle America, the Americans farm their own shit. But shit, hey. All I know, in less than I think 36 hours, I'm gonna be a different age. And I still, unless I get final destination, still gonna be magnificent. Still gonna be beautiful. Still gonna be gorgeous. I'm gonna be luxurious. And you know what I'm saying? The ladies gonna be calling beautiful, gorgeous, the luxurious. Because that's what it's about. Don't get caught up. No crashing out. Say what you gotta say. But do it at a certain point to where you can still make it the next day. Don't get all emotional. Say that for those who ain't got no sense. Because the most emotional people is people that got no brain. So you let dummies do dummy things. Keep your mind right. Keep your mind clean. And it'll prevent you from crashing out. And also, maybe you need to go bust a nut. So it keep you from crashing out. Female or male. However,
Or both.
if you need to let one fly, let it fly. If you've been holding it in too long, let somebody twist your nipple. And let it out. If you don't like someone, it ain't doing shit that irks your nerves, tell that motherfucker so you can get it out. Because holding on ain't cool. It's gonna make you act a fool. And when you do the fool, when the fool gets done, and after you then dummy dooey, and you got some shackles on, and you in a one color uniform, and so you raise your head so you can go piss, or you gotta take a shower with other men, you're gonna regret that crash out, my friend. So crash out on some pussy, but don't take it. If you females feel like crashing out, go put a dick in your mouth. Don't go slicing the tires. Go find a dick to rock.
Some of these niggas need to ride some dick.
Smoke you a blunt and go smoke a stick. And you'll be all right.
Hey, this is really sad though, man. Why you talking about with this because I'm trying to find a store right now, and it's a trip. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm trying to go load up some money right now. But when you think about it, it's a lot of stores that enclose. Like you said, even from the standpoint of like, they didn't close down damn near all the Walgreens, different stuff. So it's like, people trying to get medicine or do anything. And then as far as the currency, it's like where the money ain't necessarily, adding up to what it was, or all the different shit that come with that. So it's like you said, what's supposed to be the outcome?
Where do you have to load your money?
Yeah, no, I mean, well, even the places that you have where people could load money, most of them is all shutting down. They all going out of business.
Yeah, that's true. But I said, where do you have to go? What store are you looking for?
Oh no, I'm just saying anything like no, I'm here.
You gotta find me a Kiera. Rio.
No, but like Walgreens, like I was saying, Walgreens, Rite Aid, those type of stores, and that's why I was saying not just
people keep stealing from everything, man. Costing people revenues. And while we in the hood buy the shit for half off from the neighborhood booster, but in the end of it, you coming up for that hot second, but you ruin it for yourself in the long run.
I mean, yeah, no, because I mean, shit, Walmart and Target and them didn't shut down, and you got to remember they funded by the government. So that's why I was trying to say when you like how you talking about as far as how they trying to take control. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, it's only certain places that you can go to eat. There's only certain places that that you're able to do anything really. You know what I'm saying? And then like you said, the combination of that, and okay, now we're gonna put martial law in place, or this, or the fact that the actual dollar, you know, it don't really mean much. Then how do they determine, like you said, your living expenses, or you know, especially the way they got this shit set up, because all this shit at different prices. So it's like, how you gonna give somebody a set anything unless you turn all this shit into apartments?
Oh,
You get what I'm saying?
Hey, they got it set up for the way they want to be set up. And then when you're on an apartment, you really don't have to rent it to nobody because you can make more money just taking application fee. You feel me? But
I
keep having this
understand.
apartment for rent. You could get 50 application fees at $25.
Don't be scamming poor people.
So you can make 1,000 a month and not have your apartment being touched and anything and still making that money.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm trying to say. It's too many variables because, like, when we talk about the fact that you know, like you said, this country and this economy was built a certain way and built on certain stuff. And if some of that stuff's value no longer holds value, and then you're trying to restructure it, you know, because like you said, I'm not talking about immigrants. We talking about, okay, for those of us that are, that are here, citizens. So it's like, that's why I'm saying, you know, there's houses and apartments. Unless y'all finna tear all this shit down and just build apartments everywhere, and okay, everybody has to, like in the other countries or whatever, like you said, you go to work, you have your place, and you have your place to stay, and all you do, that's it. You go to work and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, because you can't really do nothing else. Even these cars, all of this shit is, like you said, is too many variables within the system for. That's why it's gonna be chaotic. You know, as all this different stuff is changing and happening. So my thing is, what's the outcome here? Like, what is the what's the goal that they're trying to accomplish? Because, like you
Hey,
said, I mean, the way this
because
shit's set up, on one side, you can't just, like you said, it ain't like and I don't want to necessarily use the word slavery, but um, what I'm trying to say, like, you trying to cripple your own economy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
You
but the
trying to.
economy doing real well right now. The stocks, a lot of stocks have been going up the last couple of weeks, and shit's been
Yeah,
looking
but
real nice.
no, but
I
wait,
ain't
but
gonna
look,
lie. I'm
no,
mad
but
at
look,
myself because I should have had put some money in on this
no,
one
but
stock, and this motherfucking it went up $2.
no, but
And
see, look, you got to think about this, right? Because you saying that, but we talked about that before, and like you said, ultimately, the people that really win off of the stocks markets is the same people that's pulling the strings on everything that's going on right now. So when you look at it, the way it's designed, it's a good percentage of us down here at this level that are just casualties. You
yeah,
understand what
but
I'm
you
saying?
see,
Literally
but
just
see,
numbers.
I understand that, and another thing is this though. See, this is where a lot of
So
us fuck up at. You can become one of those.
no, man. Hold on. No, we know that, but that's kind of off topic because that's the
No,
dream
no,
that
it
they
ain't.
tell you.
No, it ain't.
No,
Because
listen,
see,
listen to me. Listen,
because
listen to what
if
I'm
you
saying.
stay thinking and if you stay thinking in a certain way,
No,
you
we
can't overcome your
it's no, it's not thinking a certain way. We talking about what's happening right now. What's happening right now is some of the people that actually share your views and that's what they've been out here working their ass off for. Is some of them that's finna get arrested right now. So my point is That's what I'm trying to
They
say.
shouldn't be.
No,
They
no,
don't
no.
share my
Hold
view.
on, bro.
They
Hold
shouldn't
on.
be out there.
No, that's not. You can't say that. You got to think about.
Yeah, I can.
No,
Because
because
you
it's not
put
making.
yourself around areas to get arrested. That's
No,
fine.
man, it's not about that. That's what I'm trying to say. You're not making sense. We trying to stay on the topic of the government and as far as how they trying to structure the shit and take control. And that's what I'm trying to say is that is the system, the same stuff that you're talking about right now, right? They're literally tearing some of that apart because they're taking some of those opportunities away from you, one way or another. Because whatever you see going on, this one group of people right now is definitely gonna happen to everybody else. Or like we said, as far as the economy goes, it's happening to everybody if you not in a certain tax bracket right now. If you're not in that tax bracket right now, all of this stuff is coming down on you. So that's what I'm trying to say is that is like you said, the even the stocks, like, okay, you saying the stocks is going up, but look at what's going on outside.
Well, hey, that's called life. That's called a balance. That's
Okay,
like
so
Booster say,
so wait a minute.
regardless
So
of everything. Hold on, no. Regardless on everything, outside entity, this entity, that entity. What's the one thing that's gonna keep going on in this country? Finances. So regardless of whatever that's
how
been
how do
going
you
on,
figure it's gonna keep going on?
man, they're gonna always be money. There's
How?
always gonna be because they're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it to where you can't get shit to consume.
What?
It's not.
No, see, on the contrary, they is because, like we
No,
said, if
they just
no,
making
listen,
shit. Look,
if
everything.
they're
No
trying to
matter
turn this
what, if
company,
you
if
don't
they're trying to
have
turn this
shit to sell,
country,
there's no such thing a concept of money. Then how are you gonna be in control of people? Money is
that's
the
what we
control,
know.
the way to how they control people.
No, listen, but that's what we
So
saying. The difference is just like with the other countries, and that's what I was saying before, is that how certain countries, like over in Asia and certain countries over there, you like and other ones, they provide the housing. You automatically get housing, you have a job, but you're not set to make no whole bunch of money. You're not set to
well,
get to the next level at
until
all.
until until that option is ultimately dismantled in America, it's a fear of American dream that will get took away from you. As long as they have that fear and pump that fear into the people, they don't have to take it away from you. They could just
It's,
have things like this going on where it could scare people into conforming to your government, where you have to, like most of the women are on government controlled housing, like most of the people, the men who are out here doing good, who made a mistake and had a baby by somebody who didn't really care about them and didn't really care about being a family,
no, no, but we
and
just
got
we
these
we
things. No, man, all this shit all circles around. Everything is all about money at the end of it. No matter how many protests you're gonna have, each year, each month, it will be another problem,
it's
and it
it's
all
about
gonna come
control.
down
It's
to the
not about
money.
money.
No, ain't
It's,
no but nothing. At the end of it, it's all about the money, and the money ain't stopping. They're gonna tell you shit to put you in fear so they can control you easier and make you discombobulated and get you thrown off of what your shit, what you need to do. And what your focus need to do is not do what they tell you, not be
you
that
got
angry person and split up your family. You grow your family and grow your wealth through your family by starting your business and lending the things down to your kids. While
Are
people
you
focus
listening to
on
what you're saying and
what's wrong.
realizing? Hold on, wait,
Hold
wait, wait.
on, man. I let you
But
judge
do
it.
you,
But long as we all gonna focus on what is this, and we gonna go against each other, and long as we do all that, we ain't gonna win.
do you
No
understand
matter
that
how
everything that
many
you're talking
people,
about is being stripped from people right now?
all that
So
shit, all this
I'm not
talk, all
understanding what
that,
you're saying.
that's all it is. Talk.
What do
That
you
action,
mean?
that these people, hold on, man, these people out there in LA and all this other shit, unless they murder a bunch of cops, ain't shit happening. Motherfuckers gonna get arrested and just cause more confusion and waste more fucking funds. That's it. Lawyers gonna get paid, judges gonna get paid, police getting overtime, everybody making money but them protesters.
That's what I'm saying is that the
So the
protesters
money
represent the
is
people, and the
always
people, the same people that
gonna
you
be.
talking about, though, hold on, the same people that you talking about that are working citizens, the people that are building businesses and building legacies for their families are the same people that's out there protesting because that stuff is being taken from them right now, one way or another.
Well,
That's my point. So it's not even about, it's about control. I mean, you keep saying money, but it's more or less assets because the money is just paper. It's just numbers, but it's about what holds value,
what is
whether it's
money?
property or people.
Hey
You see what
man,
I'm saying?
it's like
Because
this.
like
If
you
you
said,
know, then knowing is half the battle. And if you don't know what you need to do, then that's on you. Unfortunately, we can't worry about other people. You need to worry about your household and the people that is trying to engage and make money with you to make others. Because Susie and Johnny, Hector and Olivia, Maria and Jimenez, um, Runjit and Sunja, Punita and Aloysius,
come on, bro, that's wild.
all that shit don't matter.
It
What you need
do
to
though.
focus on is figuring out the little money that you make.
It do though, because if
Hold
you
on,
making
no, it
money, hold
don't.
on.
No,
If
it
you make
don't.
all them names that
No,
you
it
just
don't.
said,
Because at the
if you
end of it,
making
after
money
they
with
go
one
do
or
whatever
two,
they gonna do, you still gonna be where you at. And if you
no,
been
you're
busy
not.
trying to protest and do all this, and you ain't been engaging your paper right, ain't been doing what you need to do for your finances, your bills ain't getting paid. While you caught up trying to protest for Hector and Maria and Punjab and Runjit and whoever else, Aloysius and all these other people. That shit affecting you because you ain't taking care of your shit. No matter what. I'm sorry. It's fucked up. I hope it don't come to the black people. We already dealing with our bullshit. But for every man, every human, every woman, every child, you better be focused on taking your ass to your hustle, to your job, to your side job, to your hobby, to whatever it is that you do that is making you some money. You better use a piece of it to take care of what needs to be taken care of, get them bills.
But
Don't go and
everything
party.
none of that is
Don't go
changing.
and party. Cut back on certain. Don't go shopping as much.
What does that have to do
What that
with
has to do with is when you have your money right,
when you're talking about
man. You
people
ain't
that's
hearing me,
already
bro.
doing
You're
all of
looking
that?
at it. You're looking at it
You're
through the negative
no,
lens.
my nigga, no.
All
You're
you
talking about
guys
people.
do.
Hold on, including us. You are
Hey,
talking about people that are already doing all of those things and are still having to deal with the ramifications of what the government is doing throughout all of that. So
and you
that
still
does not.
gonna have to deal with the same shit. So what
No,
I'm saying is this: whatever the fuck goes on, you have to keep on keeping on. That's it. You have to keep your hustle. You have to keep your job. You have to keep everything that you got going on. No matter what, there's no excuse. You have to. No matter what else is happening, you
brother,
have to keep your shit together.
you keep saying that,
No
and
matter what.
every time, even right now, as you watching the news, like I said, people are being stripped of stuff. That's what this is about. So
If you
if you saying
being
that,
stripped of things
wait,
because of
yeah,
you
you
not being
no,
doing of certain things that you knew what you needed
no,
to
my nigga,
do.
no, bro, hold
So
on,
man,
hold
hey,
on.
oh well,
You can
hey,
get anybody can get. They can come right now, and that's what they showing. They could come if they can do what you see going on right now. It's nothing to stop from them coming to take everything that you're doing. It's nothing.
okay,
It's
okay,
nothing. It's
all
no, and
right,
that's the point.
all right.
That's the whole point. So,
If that's
uh,
how you feel,
no,
but I
it's
don't
not. It's
feel
not
that
about
way.
feelings. It's not
No,
about
yes,
feelings.
it
It's
is
about what we.
because
No, it's not. It's about what we're
hey,
seeing.
no,
It's about what I'm
hey,
saying. What I'm
you
talking about is
had
based on
time
fact.
to handle your business.
What
All I
business? You
see is
don't have no
excuses.
business if
All
they
I
take
see is
over. You don't
excuses.
have
I'm
no
seeing
business.
people making excuses for not
Are you
taking care of
listening?
what they need to take care of.
No,
You came
you
somewhere
keep
where you
saying
didn't
that
supposed to, where you were
you.
supposed to be. You didn't handle your business thoroughly.
What does that mean? That
What
you keep
that
saying,
means is that you had your visa, you didn't get it took care of at the time
bruh,
you
that
needed to get
we
took
don't
care of.
have visas. I'm talking about us though. We don't even have
Hey,
visas.
well, when he comes say that, hey, when they come and say that they coming to take niggas down, then that's when I'm gonna deal with you. Until then, oh fucking well. And when they come, it ain't shit you could do about it. What you gonna do? Nothing.
You gonna do something. That's
Well,
what I'm trying to
what
say.
you gonna
See,
do?
you
Stand in the
speaking from a
wilderness
different.
with a
Hold on,
protest? No, I'm not.
wait.
I'm gonna
You
have my
speaking from
money
a
right
different place.
so I can make
You
sure that the shit don't
listen.
affect me.
See, listen.
They
You
straight
being
up.
kind of
And then if
close.
they
You
shut a
being kind of
nigga
close
money
minded
down,
right now
then
though.
it's a whole different thing. But all on some real shit, my friend, have your shit
Close
together.
minded right now. Do
No, I'm
you
not
do you
closed
got
minded.
do
No,
you
I'm
have
not.
do you
No, I'm
have
not.
wait a minute,
I'm
wait
saying
a
the
minute.
whole thing in
I'm
life is
asking you a
have your
question.
shit right.
Do you
Keep
have
your game together. If you
do you
don't
have
got your
a
game together, you
relative?
become a
Do
victim.
you have a relative? Wait a minute. Do you have anybody can be a victim, bro? Anybody. It can happen to
You when you
anybody.
got your shit
Do
right
you
and
have
keep your
any do you have wait a minute.
proper
Wait a minute.
preparation
Do you
prevents a
have any
piss poor
relatives?
performance.
Do you have any bruh? You totally off topic right now. Do
No,
you
I'm
have
not.
any relatives? Do you have any relatives? Yes, you are. Let me ask you the
All
question.
right.
Do you have
All
any
right. Go ahead.
relatives that are of Latin descent?
That I know of. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what
my
I'm asking
cousin
you.
got kids by a Mexican girl. So they
Oh,
half breed.
okay.
I know half breed.
Okay, come on, bro. That don't do that. That's disrespectful. You understand
Whatever.
what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying though, and I'm
So
saying
what
it.
I'm saying is this, and see, you're missing my
And
point, bruh.
no, I'm
On some
not
real shit.
because I'm
No matter
speaking.
who you
You
are, if you ain't
you
got your game together, you're gonna be a victim.
you keep
Black,
saying
white,
game.
Mexican,
You
whoever,
keep
brother.
saying you keep saying game. In this game, you
If
can
you
never
don't
have
have
it
your shit
together.
together,
You
no
can
matter
never
what.
you're talking about a game that even you, that's what I'm trying to say. Like what me, anybody, you're talking about a game that if it's designed for you to never have your shit together, you can't you talking
You
like a
can
person that
get
got
your
their
shit
shit.
together.
Hold on. What is having your shit together, bro?
What is having your shit together is
Yeah.
not making excuses for things that's going wrong. Because
That's not
everybody
no
problem
no no
ain't
no
your
no 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 no
problem.
no no no
No,
no.
no, you
The
ain't hearing
specific
me. You're not
What
hearing
I
me,
am
bro.
hearing you.
Everybody
I am
problem
hearing
ain't
you.
your
You're not.
problem. So I don't care about other people's problem.
See, that's what I'm saying. So say that, and at that point, we trying to have a conversation.
So
And
everybody problem ain't my problem.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So I
It's not.
don't
It's
care
not
about
about
that
that.
other motherfucker. That's who
It's
everybody's
but
problem is. You too busy
no, it's
worried
not.
about the next motherfucker.
Listen,
Worry
listen. The
about your
purpose.
goddamn self.
Listen. First of all, if you was listening in the first place, I am worried about myself. Cause see, when you was just talking and saying that a minute ago, and I was saying, trying to say in the beginning before I even asked you the question, is because I have mixed relatives. I got mixed kids, bro.
Bruh.
So no, wait a minute, wait. So wait a minute. So and I'm not just whether we talking about whether they could be mixed with Latin, they could be mixed with Haitian, they could be mixed with any of these countries and ethnicities. So when you that's why I'm trying to say you're talking like, oh, it's other people's problem. But what I'm saying is that no, what the government is showing, and that was the topic, and that's the reason people are protesting. All people are getting up protesting because potentially this can be everybody's problem, and it is everybody's problem. It is everybody's problem because it's rewriting the rules. That's what I'm saying. So you keep talking about game
And the
and
shit
having.
is
Hold on,
gonna keep
wait. Can I finish my
happening,
thought?
bruh.
Let me finish my thought, bro. Because
All right,
when
blood.
you saying have
You
game,
know,
no, but look, you saying have game, or
damn, she
having
tripping.
your shit together. And what I'm saying is okay, based off of what you might consider, or what we was taught having your shit together was at one point is not the same. So
For
and it's
each
not the
person,
same.
having your shit together is different.
No.
So the
I'm
shit,
talking about in the general sense of just as far as like you said, being just a regular citizen, a regular hardworking
have your
citizen
shit
that take.
together.
I
That's
know, but
it.
hold
That's
on.
all.
But wait a minute.
So
That's the point of the conversation. Is that it is some of those people that have become victims and that have been dealt bad hands and that are having to deal with this shit right
well,
now. And it's
that's
hold on,
part of
and it's
life.
no, see,
No,
it's not a,
yes,
it's
it
not
is.
just a well, it's a part of life,
Part
man.
of life.
Come
When
on,
when it,
bro.
when you get a bad card dealt, you gotta play the
Nah,
hand that's
no,
dealt
you
with you.
you you understand what I'm saying.
When you get a bad card dealt, you gotta play the hand that's dealt with you.
Yeah, that's just no, but
Unfortunate
that's
things
just
happens to people.
listen. But
So at
that's
the end of it,
just something
but
to
if you
say.
don't have
I
yourself
ask you,
again,
wait.
hold on, man. Again, if you prepare yourself and you know certain things that you're supposed to do, if you keep and you take care of what you need to do, certain shit don't it's not gonna affect you. But then if it
That's
comes
not.
to a whole where it's affecting everybody, it don't matter what you do because it's already gonna affect everybody. Just like
Nah.
when COVID hit, nobody was expecting that after March 13th, 2019 or 2020, that you was not thinking that you was not going to be going to work the next day, told to stay home, get an unemployment check plus $600 on top of the unemployment. Nobody was
I know,
expecting that.
and that's hold
Hold
on,
on. I
and
let
that's
you
my
speak.
point.
Hold on. So when things that you don't expect to happen and it affects everyone, there ain't shit you can do about it. So with no matter how many people want to go out and do all that shit that they do and cause yourself to get arrested, I feel what you're doing. But at the end of it, they still gonna have the power and they still gonna do whatever it is that they are gonna do, and you can't do shit about it but deal with it. Go protest if you want, catch a case. Go act tough and wanna go shoot at somebody, you you catch a case. At the end of it, no matter what you say, it ain't changing shit until you put together a game plan that is more than just some boosie ass protest. And by putting a game plan together, that's what I'm saying is get your shit together. Get with the people that want to talk, that's more than just talk, that got the power or some money to put things in action to take more than just some boosie ass protest. The protests ain't stopping shit. Ain't doing nothing but make people like you and me have something to talk about. While the other people that's in the power is shutting this shit down and everybody is getting paid. While you're losing your job, you're losing your income, you're losing your sanity, you're losing all your shit because you're worried about it and going about it the wrong way.
On the contrary, bro, the reason that some of that shit is
That's
happening
how
is
you
because they
feel,
running.
and that's how I
No,
feel. And
no,
we
they
on
run.
that
No,
again.
I'm talking about what they're doing. Because you again, that's what I'm saying. I'm speaking to
All
what
right.
you're saying about businesses and places of work. It's happening everywhere. I'm not sure where you work at, but it's showing that too, where they're showing up at work sites
Damn.
and jobs is getting, businesses are closing down and everything. And that's why I'm trying to say it is something that's starting to affect everybody. Just like we were discussing, if it turns into martial law and the government shuts everything down, that it does affect everybody at that point. That's all I'm saying. That's
So
all I'm
when it
saying.
do
I'm not
affect
gonna sit there.
everybody,
Hold on,
when it
wait.
do affect
I'm
everybody, that's when it affects everybody.
no, but it does. It affects
Until
everybody right
then,
now.
I'm going to continue to do what I need to do for me. And what
Yeah, no, I
I
mean
need to do for me is
that's
different than what
cool.
somebody else
Yeah,
has
no,
to do for
that's
them.
cool, but that's like you said too, though. But that's not necessarily having your shit together, though. That's
That's what
that's
you
just
might
being
think.
no, that's
That's
just
what
being out for
one.
self.
Hey,
No, that's
nobody
just being
knows what
out for.
somebody else
That's
having
just
their
being
shit
out for
together
self.
is. Every person having their own shit together is different. Nobody has the same struggle. Nobody has the same lifestyle. Nobody does the exact same thing. People who try to do what other people do find themselves lost.
No, this
When
ain't got nothing to do with that. It
No,
just
that
has to
do has
do.
to do with a whole lot. Yes, it do. Everything has a it's a balancing
Who's
all
trying to
this
do
shit,
what other
bro.
people? Nah, because
But
nobody's
look,
trying to do
hey,
what other people trying to do. I'm speaking to what you said in regards to just period. Who you interact with. Like I said, it could be family, it could be anything. But what I'm saying is as far as that go, you feel me? It can't just be everybody for themselves. That don't work neither.
I ain't said it's everybody for themselves.
No,
Like
that
I
is what
said,
you said.
no, I
That
didn't.
is what you said.
What I
You said
said,
that
see,
you
you're not
said
getting
that
it. Fuck it.
everybody
But I'm gonna
gotta
say
be.
it again, and I'm gonna get off this. This is for the last time. I'm gonna say it as clearly as I can. For all that protest, it means nothing. If going to be a change, you need the people to come together somewhere, sit down, make a plot, get the like-minded persons to do the shit, go whatever means that is so-called legal that's going to take. But all the protesting and going against the police and all that shit, you're not going to win. It ain't
No,
going
but
to do nothing.
they've been going back and forth in the courts about all of this. That's what I'm trying
Well,
to say.
hey, they doing all that, so they're making the point to try to do something, but the regular people going out there and doing what they doing is not helping nobody, bruh.
But them is the same people that's getting their house ran in. That's why they out protesting.
Well,
Them is the
It's
same
not
people.
helping
No,
still.
but wait a minute. No,
It's not
this
helping. Everybody
wait a
out
minute,
there,
my nigga. If
everybody
you
that's outside at that
man, hold
protest
on,
has not had their
man,
house ran in.
man,
You can't
hold on.
generalize that with every single person. You can't go to each person and each one of them had their house ran in.
We don't know that, bro. That's the whole point. That's why.
And
That's the point I'm trying to
if it
make to
is
you.
happen
No,
to
hold on.
be
Listen.
a
When you
rarity,
talking
hold
about a
on, go
community of
ahead
people,
because it's going nowhere. Just we
when you
may got
talking
have
about a
a
community of
over.
people,
Hey,
how many
I'm not
people
out
do you
there
know?
questioning them
I know.
people.
No, listen.
So
No, but that's what
all
I'm
of
trying
this
to
is
say.
speculation.
You saying that you're not out there. Hold on. But you're not. You're saying that you're not out there. But I know people that's even dealing with that shit right out here.
What that do you know a person who house that's been in? I feel sorry for them for having their house ran in because somebody didn't take care of their business that is
No,
registered
it's
as
not. But no,
that's
when we
registered as
telling
an
you,
illegal
no,
person.
that's what we're trying to tell you. It's not that they didn't take care of their business.
Shit.
It's
Well, hey,
because
it,
it's because
it's
the
because
rules
somehow
of
the legal
ICE
paperwork
has
didn't
broken.
get fucked and go through.
No,
Hey man, it's a fucked up
it's
part
because
of
they
being
have
in
broken
America.
laws.
Just like people who go to jail and get their record expunged and they go try to go get a job somewhere and they do a fingerprint and then the fingerprint still comes up and show the crime that you did even though you got your shit expunged, even though you went to court to get these things done. That's an unfortunate part of being in America. It happens. It happens. It happens to people. It happens to many of people that have tried to get their life right, that attempted to get
You
their
keep
shit
saying
together,
trying to get
and they
their
went to
life
do
right.
something, and something
You
didn't
talking
go
about
their way because of
this ain't,
some
but we're not talking about
mishap.
criminals
No,
though,
it
bro.
is. That is what I'm talking about. The whole thing is that all kind of shit can happen regardless, no matter what. You can be doing everything that you want to do that's proper, and you can still get fucked. It's a fucked up part of being an American citizen. But as many people rather come and be in America than they rather be in their own damn country. So at the end of it, if you didn't get your visa and your visa expired and you didn't go take care of what you needed to take care of, that's on you.
There's
If
certain people that was born here
hold
too, bro.
on,
That's what you.
and for those people who just being a victim, it's just like a motherfucker who go to jail who didn't shoot that motherfucker. You was mistaken identity, just like that nigga on the street who was walking home who got shot by a drive by. It's fucked up. The shit happened. Sorry, but the shit happens.
That's crazy.
No, it's not. It's life. 6 million ways to die. Choose one. 6 million different ways, 600 billion ways you could be a broke ass, nothing ass nigga. Pick one. 6 million ways you can try to do something and make yourself into something. Find one. It's life. It's options. It's your choices. What you make out of it. For real. No matter what, you can make it, and blame the government for you not having it, or you can blame yourself for not having something. You
What?
can blame whoever that caused you to be wherever it is that you are at, or you can blame yourself. You can put the blame on other people, or you can put the blame on yourself. You can take accountability for what you did wrong, or you can blame it on somebody else.
Nobody did nothing wrong.
You don't know that.
Come on,
And
bud.
hey, man.
The topic, the
You on
topic
when
was
you on
about.
the
Hold on, wait
radar,
a minute.
you're on the
You do
radar
know because
because
the topic is about what's in black and white. Okay,
what's
the
in black
topic
and
is
white
about
is
the
whoever
law.
name is on somebody
No,
paper.
I
I
know.
don't
Listen,
know.
wait a minute. No, hold on. The fact is that they're not following what's in black and white. That's why
Hey,
people
man.
are able to take them
Hey,
to court.
it's fucked up.
That's why.
It's
That's
happened.
why.
And hey,
Listen,
it's a lot of people in jail because of that. It's a lot of people in the grave because of that.
and
It's a lot of people that's
that's what
fucked
the
up. And
conversation
you
was
know
supposed
what?
to be
I'm
about,
gonna
though.
keep on living.
But
So I'm
That's what the
done with it, blood.
conversation was about.
Hey, I'm sorry for them people that's going through whatever they going through. I can't. When I'm going through whatever I'm going through, ain't nobody giving a flying fuck. Ain't nobody coming to
Man,
rescue me. Ain't nobody putting no protest on.
listen.
No, I'm not
That's
listening. I'm just saying
you,
it's
you
a
say
fucked up
that.
situation for people.
No, but you say that, but what's fucked up though too is your outlook on it. Because
Oh well,
if
that's my outlook. So what?
I know, but that's what I'm
So
trying to
what?
say. So
I ain't the only one that feel that way. That's how I feel. And that's how I feel about life, how I feel about people. Oh well. You make excuses. You did whatever you do. You know it's consequences for whatever it is that comes into you in life. Whoever you are. However you do. Whatever you do. It's
you
on you.
still saying excuses when it's not nothing is no excuses for
Ain't
anything.
no excuse.
We talking about people who
I
didn't
don't
even
care.
we
It's
talking
no
about there's
excuses
a
shit.
percentage of people.
Handle it. It get
Come on,
handled. When something comes bad your way, you gotta you gotta do what you gotta do. No matter what. Nobody cares. Sorry.
you keep saying that, but you're
Don't
not
nobody care.
offering nothing that's
I'm not. I don't.
come
What do
on,
I
man.
have to offer?
I'm
Why
trying
should
to
I
have
have?
this
I don't have to
American
give nobody no
conversation.
solution. For what? No. Get your own shit together.
The,
Deal with
the whole
yourself.
purpose of the
What?
show, the
Oh
whole purpose
well.
of the show,
Hey.
the whole
Hey.
purpose of the show.
The the whole purpose is this. There's
Now
two
you
sides
saying,
of
oh
every
well.
coin. Boost or
The whole
take.
purpose of
What
the
what
show
what
is to
what you what might what boost
intellectual
yours
conversation.
doesn't boost somebody else's. With everything you see, you might not agree with somebody else. Life has ups and life has downs. Deal with it. There's a
We
roller coaster
we know.
ride.
All right.
Life has
That's
ups and
how
life has
do you
downs.
expect somebody? How do you expect somebody to
I don't
understand?
expect nobody to do nothing. That's the
Wait,
problem. I don't have
wait.
expectations for people. Because when you expect shit from people, that's how you get emotionally and be all but hurt about it. When you expect somebody to do something for you and they don't do what you expect for them to do, that's what causes a problem. Because you had expectations of someone.
All right. So listen. Let me put it another way then,
Look,
because
it ain't
you
nothing
going
you
all
can
over.
say, bro. No,
How do
nothing
you
that there's you're not the first
how do you
person.
plan? How do you
And it's
plan
not
on
gonna
communicating? How do you plan on communicating
I can
with people?
communicate with you just because I don't believe what you're
No,
saying
wait,
doesn't mean I can't
I'm
communicate with
asking
you.
you.
See,
I'm
that's
asking
the
you a
difference where
question.
people don't
You
understand.
don't even let
Not
me
to
finish
understand.
asking the
People too
question.
busy get themselves caught up
You,
when somebody has an
you didn't
opinion
let me
that
ask.
doesn't
You
view
didn't
to
let me ask
theirs.
you the
I
question.
don't care. That's where I don't care.
You don't care
Because
about
once I'm
what?
out your face, I'm probably not even gonna think about it no more.
All right, come on, bro. That's enough. That's not the point. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to say now, but
All right.
that's crazy. Because
Yeah,
again, I don't
yeah.
understand how you plan on even existing out here.
Nobody can
'Cause It's not
understand.
based.
That's how I
It's
do
not based off
exist.
of. It's not based off of that. Like on
Yes,
any
it
level.
is.
That's why I'm talking
That's
about how
how
people
life.
deal with.
Hey, when you try to
If you,
figure out what other people exist and how they make it, you ain't gonna figure it
no, I'm
out.
saying that. No, I'm saying people do. No, you're absolutely right. You don't have to fuck with nobody. But at the end of the day, you understand what I'm saying? To move around in this world, there you do have to
You don't
communicate. That
have
you
to
do
care
have.
about what everybody else is doing,
I didn't say care. I didn't say care.
and just because
I
what
said
they is doing
communicate.
don't mean that
Hold on,
makes
wait,
you
wait,
do
wait,
with
wait.
that,
I
bruh.
said communicate. I said communicate.
You can
And at the same
communicate with
time,
people without caring about what they going through. A
it's
lot of
not even
people
about.
do it.
It's not
A
even
lot of
about
people
caring.
do it.
If anything, it's about taking certain things into consideration, like the fact that it can happen to you just as
Okay,
well
and
as
it
it's
would,
happening to the people
yes,
that you're talking
everything can happen to anybody.
to. Right. So when we're so
So,
when the
but
so
a
when the
person dwelling
conversation
on other
so
people's
wait
shit,
no
it
no
don't
wait because
matter,
when the
bruh.
conversation
Fuck it.
no that's what the conversation was about, bro.
No, it wasn't.
That's what the
That's what you.
conversation.
Okay, that we had. No.
It was about asking. No, hold on. First of all, we were asking each other's opinions in regards to what do you think is going to happen, or what do you think should happen. And what I'm saying is you entitled to your answer, but when you were saying certain stuff, and it's like, no, man, it's just like I was clarifying. We not necessarily even talking about people that are immigrants. Some people, like we said, are getting caught up in it. And it's not just that's life thing,
It
because
is
that ain't
that's
cool.
life. I'm
That's
sorry.
not
It
that's
is,
not gonna
bro.
end.
It is.
That's
If it
not
wasn't
never
life, it
gonna
wouldn't
end.
be happening. If it
It's
wasn't
not
life,
gonna
it wouldn't
end.
be happening. It's
I hear
life.
you.
It's
I hear
happening.
you. I hear you. But if people thought like that before, some of the changes that happened throughout history wouldn't have happened. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm pretty sure it
Hey,
was some niggas that was. Hold on, I'm sure it was some people that was slaves that was saying the same thing you saying, while it was other people saying, "Nah, that ain't it."
and some
You
of
get what
them,
I'm saying?
yeah, and some of them sat down and put a plot together and made some shit happen. They
But
didn't go
like you
protest.
said, but the
So,
plot is
hey,
no
bro,
wait. The protest is part of the plot. It has been happening.
and
There's been
and
hella
and
there's
in
been
the
hella
last
court cases going
25
on.
years, since 2000, ain't no protesting a goddamn thing good.
Listen, but the court
Ain't shit
stuff too.
stopped. Ain't all
Listen,
these
but
protests, ain't nothing stopped from what they done started. And that's all I'm saying. At the end of it, ain't none of this shit stopped. No matter what. Unfortunately, if you don't like the way the raw, uncut footage is coming, I'm
so
not gonna
what else is a
sugarcoat it.
motherfucker supposed to do?
Cause
If
no,
the
no,
wait a
no,
minute,
no,
you
no,
said the
no. Cause
protest
I'm
ain't
not
do
the
nothing.
only person that's saying this and feel this
But if
way.
the signatures, wait a minute, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying
If
this,
going
bro.
if taking it to
If
court,
you in life
if
don't
taking it to
take care of
court,
what you need to take care of, and you so busy worried about other shit, you're never gonna have your shit together. Get your shit together, and and at the end of it, however, if the government's gonna shut everybody down, no matter what it is,
everybody has to get up and
you
do
can't do
something.
shit about it. You
No, you
can't do
can.
shit about it. No, you. What did you do? Okay, if you can, then
You can.
motherfuckers would have did. Hold on. If you can
You can. If
do
if
something
everybody,
about it,
it
but
don't. Because
hold
first of
on,
all,
bro.
listen. Now
Because
you
I've been
talking
wanting
about a
to
plan,
stop this
right?
20 minutes
You
ago.
talking about
But
a
straight
plan,
up,
but if
no. If
somebody
you
was
can't
trying to
do
explain
something
what
about it,
you're not
motherfuckers would
listening.
have stopped doing the shit in COVID. And then nobody do shit but do sit there and got their social media game on. And other
Who?
people, and other people,
Now wait a minute.
hold on,
You
wait a
already
minute.
said
No,
that
this
you
is
was
what
your
I'm
brother.
saying. And
So
other people, while most of the world was getting their social media on and other people was scamming, it was some motherfuckers sitting back who was taking their money, looking at what was going on, and going into the stock market and changing their life. That's it, and that's all. While other people sitting there worried about what the next motherfucker doing, you missing out on
there's a
what
lot
you
of
can
people
be
that run
doing.
stuff in the stock market too, bro.
But you ain't here. Hey, oh well. That's it
Now you heard
happens.
about a bunch of them. It was a bunch of start.
All I'm saying is every every action there's a time for a way for a person to come up. You ain't gotta follow the chaos. You gotta know how to operate in chaos. If you don't know how to operate in chaos, you're gonna get caught up in the chaos. Figure it out. Get your shit together. Don't worry about what other people are doing. And you'll be all right. If you a person that's worrying about the motherfuckers, don't be a talker, be a doer. Get with the other people that's doing it, and y'all make y'all plots to make that shit happen. Other than that, I don't care. Peace, love, and hair grease. This has been the Booster Take Show. Everybody has their opinion. Your opinion matters, just like it matters as much as mine. If you fucked in the game, you get fucked in the game. If you try hard, you might make it out the game. If you don't, then hey, just be happy that you did something with your life. And if your mission was to be a protester, a revolutionary, a visionary, then you do revolutionary, visionary shit. That's what you do. You stay in your lane. If you just a motherfucker that just want to make your money and thrive through the consequences and look at other people and watch them crash the fuck out, then that's what you do. And if you want to be a crash out, you get out there and you crash the fuck out. If you want to be a slut, you get out there and you go slut it up. You live your life to the best that you want to live your life to. Fuck what everybody else got to say. Because when you live in your life for what somebody else got to say, you ain't living your life. And you in America. It's 6 million ways to become a millionaire. Figure it out. Peace, love, and hair grease.